Well, hello again, everyone. So we got another big box to come in from eBay. I've mentioned this seller before, and I'm going to mention him again because he might be my favorite. Well, he's one of my top three sellers on eBay. And this one is human underscore go. And the person's got around 8,000 star ratings, so they're clearly a reseller. And, well, I guess possibly it could be a person selling an exceptionally large collection, but I doubt it. Anyways, there should be a bunch of CM's models in here. So let's take a look and see if I actually got what I ordered. The seller packed everything really tight into this cardboard box, so there's no shipping damage. The box looks like it was virgin cardboard, so it's quite strong. Okay, so that'll come later. Oh, no, it's not Suzuki's. There's a Skoda and a Suzuki in this one. Some sort of Alpha. So this is a Peugeot 306. This is a Peugeot 205. There's a Sierra Cosworth. There's a Datsun Violet. That'll be an interesting one. There's an Impreza WRC. This is the Lancer. Okay. But still, this is a Nissan 240 Rally. Interesting. But you can see all this extra tape and extra caution this seller does. And this is probably, well, I guess maybe this is my favorite seller on eBay, because I know that when I order this from this person, it's going to be pretty unlikely that there'll be damage from shipping. Alright, so this is a 206 as well. Wait a second. Oh, this is a different Lancer. There's two Lancers going on. Alright. You know, with the lag time of shipping, I very often actually forget what I order. I'm a moron, guys. In case you haven't forgotten, or if you're new to my channel, I tend to forget a lot of stuff. I tend to make a lot of mistakes. I'm not a perfect person. I'm aware of this. And knowing is half the battle, according to G.I. Joe. Okay. Alright, guys. So that was a long introduction, but I gotta give credit to whoever does a good job. And I have a video that's gonna come someday of an exceptionally bad eBay seller. So I'm gonna do the good and bad of buying off eBay, but that package hasn't shown up yet. Well, we're back with a better background. My little Safari gravel road background here. It's just printed paper, nothing special. Anyways, it came on this little plastic base. I unscrewed it for you guys already. So it's a 1600 GSR from the 1975 Southern Cross Rally. So it's very, I don't know if the Southern Cross Rally is the, no, I guess, I don't know. It's an African rally, I have to assume, but, okay, let's see here. So I did a video on a Konami branded Lancer, an early one like this, and through that video I learned that Mitsubishi Lancers date back winning rallies a long ways, and this is one of the cars that did it. So this thing is powered by a 1.6 liter 4. It's naturally aspirated, and it has around 170 horsepower. And doesn't sound like a lot of horsepower in today's terms, but it was really reliable. And in these African rallies, reliability was a key thing. I think only 1 in 5 cars that entered these rallies finished. The other 80%, you know, they had mechanical breakdowns because they're running over rocks and jumping things and all that crazy stuff. Here's a picture of the real car, number 4. So, this reliability is what allowed the Mitsubishi Lancers to win a lot of races and start their history of rally cars. Let's see here. This thing actually, these Lancers won the Southern Cross Rally between 1972 to 1977. So that's a 5-year straight run of beating one of the toughest rallies on the circuit. So that's pretty impressive. The Safari Rally is, I guess it's also known as, it's a 6,000 kilometer race, and this is officially backed by the factory in 1974 to 1977. So I guess this car we're looking at is an official Mitsubishi team car, which is probably why it says Mitsubishi and Lancer right there on the rear quarter panel. Let's see what else. There was a Joginder Singh. I'm not sure how I'm pronouncing that. Sounds of Indian descent. Also known as the Flying Sikh. He won the rally in 1974. Unfortunately, I don't know how this car did in 1975. And it seems to be a different driver, probably Cohen or Cosentas. I think that's a G, right? So I apologize. I didn't do the proper research, but hopefully that's why we have a comment section in the bottom. So hopefully someone can chime in with better info. All right, well, look at this model. I mean, I like CMs because it's got all tampo printing, so these graphics should look good as long as the paint itself doesn't get paint rash. So I like it, and look, it's quite well done. The panel gap here, though, is weird. See how this door cut? I think it's filled in with paint, or maybe the casting itself is like vanishing there, right? What about the other side? No, I think it's the casting. Strange. The door cut just terminates, and then there's a tiny line here, as if the bottom of the door doesn't exist. Strange. Okay. There's black paint here on the casting, it looks like. Yeah, for the window molding. These wheels look pretty darn cool. Sadly, they're black. It's hard to tell, but you can clearly see that they're hollow spokes. So that's great. Very realistic. You can also see the tire. Well, you know what? It is a slab-sided tire. So this tire isn't as good as I would have expected. You see how flat it is? Doesn't look realistic. Tires should have some curvature, especially the older they are. Okay, but the wheels, yeah, they're nice. Unfortunately, they're black, but it seems to be accurate to the real photograph. There's a little stubby molded in mirror here, which is weird because I don't see any mirrors on those. Well, I didn't pull up the proper side of the car. Anyways, on this side of the car, I don't see any mirrors, and this is accurate. So yeah, maybe there is a mirror on the real car there, assuming the steering wheel's there. Okay, let's go to the top for a change. Yeah, I guess the paint's a little bit missing there. Pretty thin line. There's printing here, there's black printing, and then they printed on top of that black, so that's pretty nice. What's going on here? This is their kind of lame attempt to put wiper blades in. It's just part of the casting. Oh well. These, I think, might be vents, or I don't know if they're functional vents, but they're molded in. And then you got some silver paint for the hood pin releases. This license plate, I'm sure, is quite accurate. It is on other CM's models. Okay. Look at this old school advertising, Total Oil. It's not even like a logo before their logo. Strange. Or maybe it was like a last minute addition to the paint on the real car. So nice plastic lenses, this silver paint going around them, and then you got these fog lamps, 4 of them. But unfortunately, they're just chromed plastic. No additional plastic, which is weird because some CMs do have additional clear lenses, but they skipped out on this one. This chrome bumper is a separate piece, so that's nice. There's some black here, but yeah, there's actually some little ridges in there I can see now. It says GT Special down there. Pretty weak bottom, right? Doesn't even say CMs or Lancer or anything. No information at all. And then the tire treads, though, are pretty nice. They're interesting. I've never seen tire treads like that. Sorry for the focus. It's press fit together, so modifying it would be difficult, although I don't know. Well, I guess you'd want to fix problems if you want to take it apart. Pretty thin plastic little mudguard there. Looks pretty good. It's rigid though. That'll snap off easily, so you don't want to be dropping this. Separate rear bumper, and then we got the clear taillights. Pretty blurry separation of the orange and the red though. It's all mixing together. Just says GSR there. J for Japan, I assume. There's that license plate, very realistic. And then the Mitsubishi diamond there on the mudguards. Looks good. Really small, tiny exhaust tip. It's painted silver, so that's nice. Yeah, there's a lot to go over. A lot of cool little details. Alright, so we do have a silver roll cage, as you can see, and this is one of the better ones from CM's. you know, you can't get the roll cage fully against the roof because the clear plastic is there. So this is as high up as they can get it. But you can see that it's higher than the seat backs. So I think it looks pretty realistic. I like it. Unfortunately, it's just a black interior. But I'm now noticing there's a registration sticker here on the windshield. So that's pretty cool. You don't see that too often on 1/64 scale cars. Alright. Let's get a flashlight and try to see what's happening on the inside. Oh, there's a spare wheel in there, and it's probably the same molding. So I would assume those are hollow spokes inside there. Steering wheel seems a little quite horizontal, though. Doesn't seem like the proper angle, but without seeing photos of the real interior, I don't know. Let's try from this side. Yeah, some molded in gauges there in the dash, but no additional paint or anything like that. I'm trying to see if there's like seat belts or anything, but I don't think so. I think it's just a totally black interior. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing now. Okay, well, I guess I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm pretty sure these CM's models were around $10 at the original retail price. So I think it's pretty good actually for $10. I guess it's in line with like today's green lights or Auto World. Well, no, they're better than Auto World because they have the plastic headlights and plastic taillights as well. And Auto Worlds don't have separate bumpers. They're always molded in. So this is better than an Auto World, but Greenlight gives it pretty good competition. Greenlights have these sort of details. Okay, well, anyways, it's another part of Mitsubishi history that I felt that I had to have in my collection. So let's compare it to a couple other Lancers. I'm going to debut a new diorama coaster. What I did is I got a big round piece of acrylic and I just glued on a whole bunch of like those model railroading things. And in fact, I want to bring up this photograph here. So if you look at this photograph, it makes you wonder, if you're in the running one of these safari rallies there in Africa, and this thing is a 6,000 kilometer long race, where do you go to the bathroom? Do you just piss? Oh, sorry for the swear. Do you just pee in your pants? Do you take a number 2 in your pants? Because I'd be kind of afraid to get out of the car if there's large game waiting to pounce on you, right? You wouldn't want to be like, you know, crouched back by a tree and then have a leopard come down to that tree and take you out, right? Or a pride of lions come chasing after you. Or in this case, you have a cheetah there. You're not going to outrun a cheetah. Those things go 60 miles per hour. So what do you guys think? Where do these guys go to the bathroom? Interesting dilemma one has to think about when you're running an African safari. Okay, so I made this coaster because, you know, I'm generally always trying to compare to other models. And here's the first inspiration model. This is by Konami. It's the same type of year of model. Got a little suspension. Unfortunately, it's got a plain black interior, but these are cheap models as well, I think, when they're brand new. So by buying this Konami, I did the research that led to me buying this car, or this model, by CM's. CM's is out of business, guys. So if you like rally cars, you better hop on it, because they're going to vanish from eBay soon enough. This is another CM's model, and this is a Mitsubishi Evo 7 from 2002. It is one of their worst models, though. The wheels are just super lame. They're faded plastic. They don't match up in the color. The roll cage on that one, look how low it is. It just looks ridiculous. The thick plastic of that roll cage. So that's one I just got it as a bulk purchase. So that's why I have it. I didn't buy it intentionally. Okay. I think we'll keep the original Konami on. But here's a Mitsubishi 7 again, but a street version here. And this is by BM Creations. So what I like about BMs is that they have this steering function. So naturally this is more of a road racing drift car. But it's you know, CMs is the only model brand of these three that actually is in business still. So I just thought I'd throw it in there for comparison. Okay. So let this guy spin on its own in front of that cheetah. So yeah. Alright, well I appreciate you guys watching, and I gave you a preview of all the models to come later on. And hopefully you'll be stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching. Bye.